The Tao Daily Tarot just about to begin. Here's a little heads up. The overall feeling, new life. Beginning fresh, beginning new. Is that possible? These two cards say, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. We'll give you the details coming up in just a moment. Hello and welcome to the Tao Daily Tarot. Thank you very much for being here. I appreciate it, whether you're a first-timer, long-timer, or cross-watcher. This is a unique tarot in the sense that it empowers you. It does not predict, because predictions, by nature, means something or somebody else has to come into your life, interact with you, and make some changes. What we look at is the energies. So, for the first-timers, this is what makes this tarot reading different. One, it's archetypal. I generally only do about 8 cards from 4 different decks, sometimes as many as 10, depending on how the energies are that day. I focus on the energies of coming, going, pushing, pulling, basic energies, because these are the ones that are affecting you every single day. Remember, every day something's coming toward you. Something is going away. Something's pushing you. Something's pulling you. It's all a part of life, and it affects everybody, but in different ways, because we are very different spiritual beings. So this is literally an energetic weather report. Okay, you find out what's going on energetically, and then just like a weather report, you prepare for it. If it's going to be rainy, if it's going to be snowy, if it's going to be sunny, if it's going to be cloudy, you make the adjustments. That's what you learn to do or are helped to do right here. I also do something called the hyper shuffle, and I try to get this reading done in about a 10-minute window, because you have a busy life. You can do a 10-minute read, maybe 11, maybe 12 minutes very easily. And that's what I try to do, is make this very Tao, very basic, very essential, so that it works for you, it empowers you. Alrighty, so let's see. Oh, by the way, I do a brand new read every day, 365 days a year. That's another reason why I try to keep the readings at about 10 minutes, so that you can join with me every day, talk tarot. Alrighty, I mentioned just a moment ago something called the hyper shuffle. This is how we begin. This is how we will begin. And there you go. There is the hyper shuffle for today, the Tao Daily Tarot. And remember, what makes the tarot different from anything else is the fact that as we're going through this reading, certain buttons are going to be pushed in you that may not be pushed in somebody else. The value of tarot is your connection with it, your interpretation, your frequency match. It won't be the same as somebody else. And that's the reason why I do not predict. This is an energetic weather report, and as we go through it, parts of it or all of it are going to push frequencies in you. You make the adjustment. This reading is meant to empower you. We begin with the Oracle card. I love this one. New life. Yes. Almost everybody I'm talking to at this point is searching for something like this. You know, just the other day we did about the home, no place like home. And this sort of kind of repeats that idea. New life, new life, new life. People are looking for elements, new things that they can add to their life to freshen it, to make it vital, to make it interesting, to be connected again, something that's been missing for the past year or two. We move now to the energies of coming and going. 2 of Swords. What do you see there? Well, you see 2 Ace of Swords crossed at the heart. So you have 2 really good Ace of Swords opportunities. But the answer is going to come from you trusting your intuition, trusting your heart. You see the blindfold. You see the swords crossed at the heart. You see the moon in the background. This is all about intuition. Yes, you have the information. You have it already. Now you have to feel your way through it for that new life. We continue on with the energies of coming and going. We have the Queen of Wands. You want to talk passion? You want to talk excitement? You want to talk enthusiasm? This lady has it in spades. There's no question about it. She's wholehearted. She's vibrant. She cares. A lot of confidence in this gal. And that little black cat at her feet also indicate another presence, maybe an intuitive presence. Your intuition is telling you you know how to find the enthusiasm, the joie de vivre back in your life. You know how to do this. You have this answer already. In fact, that goes back to the Two of Swords. You got the information, but you got to feel it. You have to intuit it, but it's there for you so you can have this new life. It's there. It's there. You know it. You're fighting it. And because you're fighting it, we move to the energy of pushing and pulling, and what do we get? A Tower. Now, I don't see this as a big-time necessary deal for most people. This is not a total disaster, but this is a change in course, a change in direction. Something that you have known that you had to let go of, leave behind. You've resisted. To the point where universe steps in and says, okay, I understand you're having a little bit of reticence. It's a little difficult for you. I'll help you. But I do not see this for most people as a wholesale disaster. A bump in the road, maybe a little more than a bump in a road, but a realization and movement forward to this new life. Then we have the second queen here, Queen of Cups, Queen of the Hearts. And, you know, anytime that you have two queens together, there is a bit of a competition going on. And I suspect this would have to do with heart and enthusiasm. Yes, you want to feel more optimistic. Yes, you want to feel more plugged into your life. But it's hard. Your heart has been broken. And so it's hard to grab onto that enthusiasm. But do not give up. You want this new life. You are on the verge. It is here. We now go to the first magnifier card. Speaking of swords, here's the Ace of Swords. You have the information, or maybe there will be another piece of information, another insight, another thought, another bright idea. Something just flashes that may help you to make the decision. You may think that you have all the information, but maybe there's a little bit more that you need. And then you can use your intuition, use your feelings, use your emotion, and plug into this new life. And then finally we have Temperance. I like this card a lot. Temperance, for me, it kind of combines the past and the present as you aim towards the future. And the reason it does is because there is this balance, this moderation. This is not what you would call a wholesale change in your life. You're not tipping everything over. You are moving forward in a direction. But it is time to move forward. We got that new moon, Lionsgate, 8/8, 8th of August coming up. That is the time. Between now and then, you have to get clear on what it is you have to do or what it is that you clearly want and start moving. I really believe the second half of 2021 is movement. The first half was feeling and thinking, planning, if you will. Second half is movement forward. And here we have the two vice versa cards, both in reverse. First we have the Fool, but again, it is in reverse. So whenever I see a vice versa card in reverse, I think internal. And again, the Fool is that act of faith, stepping off, fearing nothing, and expecting the best. And so with the reversal, it is feeling that, thinking that, but not actually doing that. Although, as you can see, he's getting ready to step out in faith. Question is, are you? And then the final card from vice versa, also in reverse, we have the Two of Cups, the choice. I would say, again, this is an internal process because the card is in reverse, and it means emotional connection. With somebody else? Yeah, sure, fine. With some idea? Yeah, sure, fine. With yourself? Yeah, sure, fine. And I think to find that new life that we talked about in the beginning, the Oracle card, that's what you have to do. And what you're preparing with these two vice versa cards here, Let's see if I can pick them up together. What you're doing is making a decision, stepping out in faith to reconnect with somebody, with yourself, very likely, because it all begins and ends with us individually. That may be where you're headed, because what you're going for ultimately is this new life. And I think, again, with the Lionsgate, August 8th, and that new moon, through the rest of this year, that's what you'll be doing, working toward that goal of reconnecting, putting the juju back in your life. So there you go. There is today's Tao Daily Tarot. It's a good one. It's a powerful one, and it's yours. Please take it and prosper. By the way, like, subscribe, share, if you wouldn't mind. Like, subscribe, share. Every time you come to the site to check out a tarot reading, please hit the like button. That's important for the folks at YouTube. Subsequently, for me as well, as I'm trying to build this channel. Thank you in advance. So that's it. We have a fabulous read, a really good one today. And I thank you for joining me in the reading. Between now and the next time you and I talk tarot, remember, blessings.